So, the cupcake ghast has been successfully relocated. While I'm at it, might as well see if the water protection from explosion fence works. Huh. Well, that's curious.
Back from the dead.
Hey yo pretty people, welcome back to FullStack. My name is ZloYxp and I have successfully relocated Cupcake the Ghast. Yep. And if you are thinking that, hey, Cupcake the Ghast, she was looking differently last time I saw her, well then congratulations. You have long-term memory, which I don't have, apparently. So yeah, Cupcake the Ghast has had to change her appearance once more. Once again I changed her design, and I'm really hoping that this is gonna be the last time, since I don't really want to relocate her anymore anywhere. But I think this design really suits her and fits her really well. And in story we will explain this because she was I don't know, sick, let's say. Because you know, when you are freaking comatose, frozen in ice, you are kinda you kinda have an excuse for, you know, turning a tiny bit smaller. So yeah, this is my main weapon in the fight against evil. This is Cupcake the Ghast. She has a good firepower, and she will be from now on a part of my ghast powered ship. Yep. Except that I really need to kind of, you know, add some other stuff to her design. I really want some nettings on her, just some net to hold her on top of the ship, just so she doesn't fly away. And one more thing that we're really gonna need with this thing is some way of controlling her, which is really hard because, you know, you can't kinda put a saddle type thing on a ghast, and that will allow you to control her, like to control the direction she's flying in. But how do you actually make her fire? Like, how do we control a ghast, the firepower of the ghast? Now, we already have the marshmallow, the ghast, frozen in ice around there, and he's basically controlled from the inside by my golem general. If you don't know, he's basically, whenever we need to fire the not the sugar cube, but to fire our marshmallow, basically golem general just kind of pinches him from the inside, and marshmallow fires, even though he's slightly hibernated in ice too right now. So we will need some kind of similar system for Cupcake, and we will need some kind of pilot for her personally, like our marksman, our person who will be basically sniping but using my ghast. Yeah, that's what we need. So that's a theme for another episode, because today I want to do something different. Today I want to get my second ghast, sugar cube, the one that was firing at me just now, the one that is an actual ghast and not a make believe pretend one made out of wool. And I want to move him on the nose of the ship, on the further ship part, this part of the ship. Yeah. How am I gonna do this? Well, for once I'm not gonna be using boats. For once I will be using railways. And before we do that, we actually need to quickly go into creative and design something very peculiar and very interesting. So give me a moment. I'll clean my town square from skeletons, freaking skeleton invaders, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, and just quickly before we begin working on the sugar cube, I actually had this idea of putting goggles on the Cupcake, and freaking look at her. She's so freaking adorbs in those glasses with that little jaw of hers. Look at her. I even added this stripy line that's supposed to be the stripe of cloth that's holding the goggles together. Look at her! She's freaking adorable! I love it! I especially love the eyebrows of hers. It's like those two red dots on top of her eyes. She looks so freaking determined. There's so much determination going on right here. She's like, I'm gonna snap this guys. I'm gonna snap this guys and I'm gonna fireball them to death. And back. I'm a serious guest who's pink. So yeah. Anyway, back to the sugar cube, back to the creative world. Sorry about this. Just had to share. The rules of ghast fashion are pretty freaking simple. First, you want to have this kinda structure, basically a ghast in a minecart, a railway, and a place where he will actually be resting, on top of which you want those iron bars. It doesn't have to be iron bars actually, it can be anything basically you want, as long as it's a transparent block and not one that will make the ghast suffocate. So let's actually try and push him inside of it. We're gonna need another transparent block. And don't worry, those will not be visible if I do everything correctly. Those should be alright. Okay, we are actually in creative right now, so it doesn't matter. Okay, what are you dying on, you stupid animal? There's nothing for you to die on. You are just going on a little minecart, right? Come on. Oh my god, I'm about to do this whole thing in survival too, so yeah, that's gonna be fun. Come on. Come on. Do the thing. Yes, he did the thing. So now we can actually remove all those things, and even if I did everything correctly, even if we go into game rule, game mode 0, yeah, see, he's ignoring us. He's like, what player? I don't see any players around here. I don't see no ZloYxps. And if we actually go inside of him, we can see that the iron bars are still there. So that's why he's ignoring us. This is how we pacify a ghast. And now we are actually free to do whatever we want with him. But and what we want to do with him is actually swag him up. I'm sorry for using this word, but that's what we're about to do. We're about to go full Lady Gaga on this ghast. So first, what I'm thinking we can do is if you press F3B, you can see the hitboxes of things, right? So you can see that the hitbox of this ghast is a tiny bit smaller than the ghast itself, which actually already allows us to kind of modify him, kind of add some blocks to his entourage. But we can also do this. We can grab a piston, and if the ghast is fixed up on the railway, we can basically push a block inside of him, and if it's once again a transparent block, he won't feel any pain. Imagine that. So this is our basically way of making sure that the ghast doesn't die of our fashion experiments, and also that, see, it disappeared into a ghast, and now it's inside of him. And another way of doing this is actually having the ghast waiting somewhere, and then after we already measured everything out, we can do like boop boop. This is gonna be his quote-unquote bed. Boom boom boom. Then we can go, I think this way, and we can even probably grab some nether bricks and make a tiny bit of a top hat. And actually a top hat is what I really want to go with for my ghast in the survival, simply because there is a problem with this setup. The only problem that I have is that while ghast is not tracking anybody, he might want to spin his head. He might want to decide to look another way. He might want to decide to look somewhere else. That's not what we want. We want him to look in a single direction. So since he cannot just stand there and watch me burn, to look in a single direction, we cannot predict on which side his face will be. which also means that we cannot add any facial features. But if we add, in example, a top hat, come on, go in there all the way, come on, come on, come on, come on. There you have it. See, now he has like a beard, it's more like a wooden jaw, and a top hat on top of him. Except that I kinda, you know, miscalculated with the top hat, but you get the basic concept, I hope, for this thing. So let's see if I can come up with something. Let's see if we can do it, transfer it into survival, and I'll see you guys in a moment. In one hand, I right now have a ghast spawn egg. In the other, I have a polar bear spawn egg. Guess which is which? Guess in which hand I have which spawn egg. Come on, do it. There's gonna be an icon in upper right corner with a vote, with a poll. Before you see further into the video, which one is which? Come on. You guessed wrong. No, you didn't, probably. Actually, I'm pretty sure everybody will guess correctly on this thing. Gryffindor. Well, hello, fine chaps. Can I get you interested in some redstone videos? Alright, so this is my design of a fez, I guess. This is something that was suggested to me by one of my Russian subscribers, and yeah, while it is the simplest one, I also think that this is one that fits the most. It doesn't have any orientation, so whichever direction my ghast decides to look, he will be alright. And yeah, it's quite fancy, actually. I really like it. So I think this is what we're gonna go with. All that is left for me to do is to get some hardened clay, some red hardened clay even, and to actually get sugar cube to stay in place, which is gonna be freaking fun. Oh my god. Transporting a live ghast over to our very wooden ship. This is gonna be so much fun. Huzzah! We actually got the ghast into the boat. And this took forever. Like, I know for you it was just a little tiny clip, but for me it was freaking an hour and a half before I got him separated from that giant cage of his. Another half an hour before I got him into a minecart beforehand. And yeah, it took absolutely forever for me to get him into this freaking ship. Even then, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. I've built the fez one block higher than I should have. I'm an idiot. But anyway, I think that's it. We achieved what I wanted. I will push the fez later into his head using pistons, but that's fuel for some other episodes, some other day. For today, honestly, I'm just too exhausted to get anything else done around him, and I especially am sick and tired of his white face. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you appreciate those episodes that I do for you. If you do like them, please leave a like. What the Alright. Okay. What's happened here? Holy poop! Is that... It is! What happened to my redstone guild library type of thing? I just finished it! I just finished its interiors and now it's all not there. Don't tell me. Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. Apparently, a rogue ghast fireball hit it and it decided to burn down. And there's one of my zombie engineers. Can you see him? He's in there, just roaming around. Holy poop. Dude, you. Yeah, you. Please, stay safe somehow. Okay? I'll capture him in somewhere just so I don't lose him. Holy cow, this is gonna be a lot of work restoring this, you know what? Yeah. This is like another hour of work right there, just waiting to happen. God's sake. I hate my life. So anyway, thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed those things that I do for you. You guys better leave a like for this episode. It costed me one of my buildings. How so? Oh my god. I really should have switched to our fireproof materials. Yeah. But at the very least, the ghast is in a bot, and the job is done. Yay! See you in the next one. Have a good one. See you later. Bye bye. To be continued.